Actually, what keeps me up at night is that there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people involved in the industry who are still working inefficient, who are still working in this old-fashioned way, spending so much time and energy on this. I want them to order online and sleep well.
It's Project Cargo Professionals in Dubai, and today we're with Andrei Geikalo, CEO and founder of MYCRANE, based here in Dubai. Andrei, good to see you.
Hi, Luke. Thanks. Nice to see you here in Dubai.
Thank you very much. Andrei, everybody in this business tells us that they're innovating, but you guys are really doing it. Tell us what MYCRANE is all about.
Indeed. MYCRANE exists there to make life easier, more efficient and more transparent for those people involved in the crane business. We do it in a different ways, and we are mostly known as the innovator of the first global online platform for crane rental. But we also have other products, which I can tell later, and one of them is the MYCRANE Trading, which is a physical trading yard, which we are launching soon, and we can talk a bit later about this.
Online crane rental, what's wrong with the old way?
Yeah, I spent so much years in this industry, actually 13. I know the process from both sides, from customer and from the crane supplier. And the process is completely inefficient, not transparent, and actually it's just outdated. People have to send emails, people have to call each other, meet for coffee, endless processes of clarifications. It's very, very, very inefficient. When people have to compare different proposals with different formats, people will include different fuels, riggings, everything should be aligned in one table, and people do it manually. So this is really inefficient. With MYCRANE, it's all user-friendly, and they just get the complete comparison table with the vendors quoted to them. So no more inefficient work.
So you're trying to change the way people rent cranes, which I guess is tough because they have their connections, they have their contacts, they have their friends in the company. So you're trying to make them look at crane rental in a different way.
Indeed. Yeah, this is what Uber did in past, and other companies also changed other industries. The same what we are doing in crane rental. So we just want to move this process online and to save a lot of time and efforts and also money for all the users we have, both for customers and for suppliers.
And on the customer side, what kind of sectors or companies are customers of MYCRANE?
Yeah, actually, we are everywhere where the crane is required, and crane is required at construction, whether you are building a hospital or you are building a refinery or you are building a nuclear plant. Everywhere cranes are used. So our customers are the construction companies who are renting cranes.
It can't have been an easy journey from day one. What objections do you have in trying to get people to change their behavior, and how do you deal with that?
Yeah, this is very interesting. Actually, I think everybody who was trying to change the industry faced it. People naturally are just resistant to new things. This is coming from nature. People want to have the easy way. So that's why in the beginning the main thing is natural resistance, which we have to overcome. People don't like new things. Even we say innovations everywhere, but still to convince people to do something new, which is not completely in the line with what they're doing now, it's a challenge.
And how have the customers' attitudes changed since you started? Has there been a shift?
Yeah, definitely. During these 3 years, we made a long journey from converting early adopters to our promoters, but also converting those people who was resistant to our customers. And it takes time. Usually, you face chicken and the egg effect when customers will be asking you, okay, how much vendors do you have? At the same time, if you want to bring vendors, they will ask what customers do you have? Right. So in the beginning, this is quite a challenging thing, but in the countries we operate, we have overcome this challenge, and now it's adopting more and more. Every day, more people are coming, joining, they are curious, they want to know, and it's very positive.
So give us a sense of the size or scale of your operation at the moment, where you are, how big MYCRANE is, and the main markets that you serve.
Yeah, our strategy is following. So we are headquartered in Dubai. This is where our company is based. And we went to the most emerging and biggest markets in the region, which is India and Saudi Arabia. This is where we have our branches, office in Mumbai and the office in Dammam. So we focus on these two, one of the biggest and booming markets in our days. And next steps I will also share later once you ask me.
Tough markets.
Yeah, there is no easy market, man. Really, there is no easy market, whether it is US, Europe, Middle East. There are some specifics in each of the markets, but in general, crane market is the same everywhere. So we see already for the future expansion that we will face more or less the same challenges we have faced already in these countries. And we are looking positive for the future expansion because now we know what to do.
So give us some real examples of how customers have used MYCRANE, benefited from MYCRANE.
Actually, we have now hundreds of customers benefiting from all the values we are bringing, because the main thing, as I told, we save time, which is even more expensive than money. People really, now time is one of the most expensive treasures we have. So we are saving this one, but also we are saving costs for the customers, because by having a possibility to reach more suppliers within the region who can be very close to their site, they will save on mobilization costs. Also, a lot of admin costs could be saved, and because of the increased competition, for sure the rates for customers are becoming more friendly. If you ask me to highlight some really nice examples, there are a few. There are a lot, but a few I really like. It was almost in the beginning of our adventure where it brought us so big confidence to continue and actually to start the expansion, is that one customer placed an inquiry at our platform for 500-ton mobile crane. So because of the background in engineering and also our services, what we provide as engineering with in-house engineers, we have studied the documentation and we found out that actually 400-ton crane could do the job. When we asked why you ask for 500, it appeared that the crane company made the drawing for the customer in order to place the crane.
Bigger crane.
Yeah, so this way we helped customer to reduce the capacity of the crane and significantly reduce the cost for this job. So also he asked us to do the engineering for these lifts, which was done with the responsibility us as a vendor, and customer just saved enormous money on just one crane. Other cases I can share is that to be honest, I didn't think it will go so fast, but now we have great result. 1,250-ton crawler crane was rented through the platform. I thought maximum 750 will be the line, but now with these results, it's unbelievable. Also, now one client approached us even for 4,000-ton crawler crane, which I didn't think will happen online. But now people are even curious for such a big capacity crane through our platform.
And are there any unusual or unexpected ways you found that customers have used MYCRANE?
Oh, definitely.
Because it's not just crane rental, is it?
Yeah, there are plenty of them. I will say one nice example, which was actually, it's not unexpected, but we didn't know it will work so good. Customers, they also have cranes. And sometimes these cranes are idle at their site. So we give a possibility to customer to register a vendor account, and he can utilize his idle equipment to the other projects, to other customers. So in this way, utilization of the customer equipment goes up, which is for sure pure profit for them instead of just paying leasing. So this is a nice example, but for sure also taking our additional services, what we serve is, one of them is engineering. So we did already some very nice jobs, even for the method statement of lifting 1,000-ton column with 110-meter lengths. So it was a very, very nice job. Also, sometimes people involve us in logistics, because in logistics they need cranes to unload as well. So this is where we can contribute with engineering and also cranes, because mainly it will be tandem lifts, so not easy. And also transporters, they are not so educated about cranes, so we have really good value for them in such projects.
And in terms of project cargo, heavy lift, which is what my podcast is all about, where does MYCRANE fit in with that?
Yeah, as I told, our customers are the same customers who are doing the project cargo, because no matter if it is 10 tons or 1,000 ton, it's still the cargo which needs to be lifted. As I told you, our customer base are the construction companies. However, the EPC contractor, who is also responsible for delivery, they also rent cranes. They have subcontractors who rent cranes. So in the end, we serve one customer, for big cargo as well. And a few examples I've mentioned, 1,250 ton crane, you understand it was not hired to unload containers. It was hired to build a huge petrochemical complex. So this is what we contribute to big projects. Also logistics, usually EP contractor or EPC, they will do logistics, they will hire a forwarding company, and then we serve the forwarding company on the last mile to unload and engineering. So basically we are in the field of project cargo movement.
So tell us a bit about your background. You come from the industry. Tell us how the idea of MYCRANE came about.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a long love story, I can say. It is Mammoet, so I was working at Mammoet. My background is actually mechanical engineering. I was studying 6 years, actually lifting machinery. So I love cranes. Hydraulics are there in my veins for all life, I believe. Then I started at Mammoet, spent 13 years there, from being a young mechanic at yard, passing through all the positions, engineering, operations, tendering, sales. And then last 5 years, I was regional sales director. For sure, also during that journey, in order to be prepared for next step, I did masters in entrepreneurships. So that's my background. But I'm technical background.
So Mammoet, you got a training from one of the biggest and the best?
Yeah, this is the best school. Only good feelings. I've learned so much from this company. It will always be some hard place, some red place in my heart.
And how do you think your background helps you run MYCRANE? What does that experience bring?
Yeah, actually, as I told, I had a chance to study both sides of the process, from the customer side and also from the vendor side. So being at Mammoet, you are dealing with the biggest customers, biggest projects. So you are on the top of the industry. And for sure, this background helped me to realize that there is a room. There is a room for our product. And it took me some years to come to this, but definitely this helps a lot. For sure, connections worldwide. Being regional sales director at Mammoet means you have other people like you around the world. So now the footprint of our network is quite huge, from Far East to US. So in most of the biggest countries, we have our colleagues. That helps a lot.
Now, I'm here to join your celebrations for MYCRANE trading. So thank you very much for the invitation. But tell us all about the new trading business.
Okay, yeah, it is coming naturally. It was originally planned, but you cannot roll out everything at one day, so it takes time. So having now more than 3,000 active users means companies, because we are B2B. So these are the companies, construction companies are the customers. As I told, they also have fleet. And rental companies, these are the crane companies. So having 3,000 active buyers already in your platform, this is a must-have to give them one more solution so that they can buy directly from the yard real equipment.
So buying and selling cranes directly. MYCRANE will buy and you will resell.
Yes. We will be based in Jebel Ali Free Zone. We are going to purchase used cranes from around the world to get the best deals, having the big volumes, bring it here to Jebel Ali and then trade to the region because it is a free zone. So we will be doing trading both to UAE, but also in GCC countries, India, Africa. So we are not limited to the region.
So it will trade globally, but why did you choose Dubai? Why is the trading business based here?
Yeah, as I already partly told, free zone is here. Dubai is known as, we can say, center of the world nowadays. So a lot of trading being done here. So it is just the place to be with this type of business. Also, our headquarters is here from the very beginning. So it is very natural for us to be here. Also, logistics-wise, both to bring the cranes from where we buy, but also to sell them in GCC. So that's the best location to be.
And you also have a marketplace too. So how does the marketplace interact with the new trading business?
Yes, a marketplace is the digital continuation of the trading, while trading is the real life continuation of the marketplace. So with marketplace, we want to create a space for all people around the world trading directly with each other online, while Yard is there to serve the needs of those who wants to come, see and buy directly from us.
So now you're involved with the whole journey of the crane, from purchase to rent anything crane related.
Exactly, and actually, what we saw, there is a big room, as I told, for having 3,000 users, which is just the beginning. But what we see is that there are traders worldwide, and there are marketplaces. So we saw an opportunity to bring genuine equipment for the genuine prices. This is what not existing yet. So by having this combination of marketplace and the yard, we believe this will be a changer. On top of our active database, we bring some different approach to this market.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you, because there are companies already that buy and sell cranes. So how will you be different in the marketplace?
Yeah, for sure. Main advantage, as I told, this is our rental platform, and it is the core of complete MYCRANE. So it is just additional service what we provide to our users. So this is first. We have buyers, we have active users. Second is, for sure, as I told, we are going to bring genuine equipment on the genuine prices. There are a lot of challenges. Those people who are in this market, they understand about the brokers, dealers, how they are doing it. So we are going to bring transparency here as well by, again, as I told, selling genuine equipment by genuine prices. This is what not exists now.
And you're also able to help with the transportation of the cranes once somebody's decided to buy?
Yeah, it is one of the services we have at our marketplace. People can request transport. It will be forwarding, global logistic forwarding companies, local transporters, depends on the scope which needs to be done. Buyer can request transportation quote, but it will be done by the professional companies. But he can do it only in one window, including all customs, clearance, everything. It will be part of the service as well. I'm not even talking about insurance, financing, so all this package will be part of the deal.
So I saw you've had a lot going on this year. You've picked up a couple of awards, and you've recently introduced an auction feature. Tell us about that.
Yeah, awards, it is really very nice to get when you don't pay for it. We know that awards can be different. You can sponsor and get the award. But at MYCRANE, we believe that it should be fair. So it was really a very honor to receive a real award, which was voted by a big jury, and it's for sure inspiring and motivating to move forward, even with the bigger efforts and energy. So that's good to have.
And the auction feature?
Auction, it is very nice thing. I prefer one professional who is my colleague to speak more about this, but actually it is one more step we are doing towards transparency. This is where live auction will take place and suppliers can bid online in a live time without seeing prices of each other. They can see just the place where they are, L1, L2, L3, so which will motivate them to lower the price in order to become L1 for the customer. So once the auction is finished, customer will receive results of the auction and he will do the award based on these results.
Yeah, because this kind of auction is very common in other sectors, right?
Exactly. Some big EPC companies, only few in the world, so they are advanced so much that they use auctions. Companies called Ariba, they are providing such solution. It is an ARP system, but one of the features they provide is the auction. And some big rich companies can do it. So it is already existing in the market, but only for few big customers because it's quite expensive to build such product. So what we are doing, we are giving it to everybody. So even the smaller companies, construction companies, I mean, they will be able to use this feature without spending big budgets to create ARP system for them.
And we know that there is a slowdown in some construction markets. What role does MYCRANE have in a slow market?
Yeah, first of all, as I told, we are now focusing on the booming markets, which is India and Saudi Arabia, as I told. However, when there is a slow market, which was in UAE like just last year, this is, as I told, a concept of chicken and egg in the beginning. So when there is lack of job, less job, MYCRANE is very interesting and valuable for crane suppliers because we are the sales channel. We can bring some more job for them. So during the slowdown, we are collecting, bringing more suppliers on board. That's our target. When the market is on the higher side, then they, let's say, being more utilized, they need less sales. So that's why we are using both sides. On the higher market, we serve customer. On the lower market, we are trying to get more crane suppliers on board.
What's the hardest part about your job? What keeps you up at night as a founder?
Okay, that's a very nice question. Actually, what keeps me up at night is that there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of people involved in the industry who are still working inefficient, who are still working in this old-fashioned way, spending so much time and energy on this. So, and I just don't like it. People spend so much unproductive time, and this wakes me at night. I want them to order online and sleep well, because with MYCRANE, the procurement guys, they are not only saving time, but also it is transparent process. We all know the management is putting more and more checks, due diligence on people as well. So for procurement person, when he will introduce the way he procured the crane through the platform, having all proposals in one format, having auction played, so he's completely saved from any questions from management or from board about whether you did most efforts to save time, money of the company. So we are empowering the procurement people with this tool to be more productive.
And what advice would you give for somebody that's trying to be innovative in a conservative industry like this?
Yeah, the main advice is to be crazy enough, because you will face so much different feedback from people. You need to be able to keep yourself motivated and look only for positive things, and also consistency. This is important in everything we are doing. So only continuous efforts can give results. If you just tried, it didn't work, and you move forward to other things, then you will lose. So only consistency is the key.
And is there anything people misunderstand about MYCRANE, or you wish more people knew about MYCRANE?
Yeah, definitely. One of the challenges what we also faced in the initial stages is that some customers, they were receiving idea of MYCRANE as being a broker. They thought that we are just one other broker who doesn't have any equipment, who will take the job from the customer and then will cross-hire the crane. So this is one of the main clarifications we had to do with the people because of misunderstanding initially about their business model and idea. But once it is clarified that we are talking about the platform which brings only benefits, but not a middleman or somebody who will be in between, then it makes clear and people go for it.
So you had this great idea. How do you bring it to life? How do you build it? Sounds expensive.
Yeah, true. Everything starts with idea. Then there are two ways. You can go to search for funding in order to build your product, or you can invest yourself. So in my case, I was able to invest myself in initial product building. After it went operational, we went for fundraising. Already we did 2 rounds at MYCRANE from UAE Private Investment Fund. And now as you are here to share our great news about MYCRANE trading, so we did another fundraising, which will be announced very shortly, also from the private UAE Investment Fund.
Did you face any difficulties in raising funds for this?
It's never easy, look. When you have idea, it's one part of the deal, but also investors, they don't believe in idea only, they believe in the founder and the team. That's how the funding works. So I was lucky to meet those investors who believed in me as the founder, also believed in our team, and then idea. So all this combination gives you a positive result. If you are not able to sell your product, you will not rise. Because then investors, they will say, okay, if you cannot sell it to us, how you will sell it to your customers? So the confidence in your product and in yourself is the first priority to have. That's how it works.
And you've done a lot already in just a couple of years. What's next for MYCRANE in the next 5-10 years? What's left that you still want to achieve? Roadmap
we have is very interesting and exciting. We are going to focus still in this year in our key markets, which is India and Saudi Arabia and UAE, to make it stable. Next year we are going for international expansion to America, to Europe, to APAC region. It will be Q3 2026. Before that, we will also launch few more products to complete the ecosystem of MYCRANE, and one of them is the transportation module, which I've mentioned. It will also come within the next 6 months. Then to develop the trading. Our target is to become, within 3-5 years, to become one of the biggest traders in the region, and for sure top 10 in the world. When it goes to marketplace, as you see, there are different products, and we have a bit different targets for them. So for marketplace, we want people to move from all regional, because mainly marketplaces are regional, not a lot are global. So we want these people to join the marketplace on a global level. This is our plan, short term, for 2 years. If you ask me where we see our company in 5-10 years, then our ambition is that global rental market, about 30-35% should be rented online through our platform. We want to be present in the biggest and most emerging markets, which I already mentioned shortly. Main idea, main dream is that when somebody think about the crane, they pop up MYCRANE name in their mind. This is what will take us some time, but that's the ultimate goal.
Well, Andrei, well done, and wishing you all the best with the new business. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Luke. It was great to talk with you. Thanks.